everybody, this is Taz. Welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet. I am super excited to give you a look at this one today. This is one of the newest from the Ellen Wille Changes collection. It's called Hot, and very appropriately in the color Fireball Lighted. This wig was provided by Wig Studio One for this review. Be sure to follow the links for all of the available colors on this brand new style, so you won't want to miss this, because I also talk about what to wear with this color and style coming up. Super fun, fashionable, and trendy. This is Hot. And Hot is a short little pixie cut, brand new for 2019 in that Changes collection by Ellen Wille. Without further ado, let's talk about this color, this Fireball Lighted. Honestly, it looks like you just stepped out of the salon with this really high fashion cut and color. The problem is, if you did this to your own hair, this kind of a color, it would fade very quickly. It would grow out quickly, it would fade quickly, and end up touching up and spending lots of money to keep it. This is one style that I believe would suit many of you out there that enjoy very dramatic, trendy fashion pieces for everyday wear, but plus those of you out there that just might want to try a different color or cut temporarily to see if that's what you want to do with your own bio hair. Fireball Lighted, and it just starts with a deep burgundy red according to the description. Now to me this kind of looks like just a candy apple red, a fiery cherry red, and then lots of highlights of a bright light strawberry copper, and that's more yellow based going through there, and that's concentrated more around the front. So it's super dynamic, super fashionable, and all of that is on a dark root. So you will see the rooting popping through there, and I actually think that rooting gives it an amazing touch, because like nobody has hair like this naturally. So roots are going to make it look like it's completely natural and you did this to your own natural hair. So we've seen cuts and styles like this coming out of that Ellen Wille line. It's a short pixie cut. It has a little bit of a fringe piece here of about 4.5 inches, and that's symmetrical on both sides. In the back there's a 4-inch crown. I really like at least about a 2 or 3 inch crown that gives you a beautiful bumpy profile in the back. There's a 2-inch layer here on the sides, and this one actually has a little longer sideburn kind of coverage than a lot of the other pixies do. Now there is a 2-inch nape, and that does stretch beyond my natural hairline very nicely, and all I have to do is kind of tuck in the hair behind the ear to cover that area. It only weighs 1.9 ounces, so it is super lightweight. Now this cap is an open cap. Okay, and I'm going to call it an open cap, although the description says there's a mono crown on this, and I hate when they do that because it's very misleading. I will show you the inside of the cap coming up, that there is a bit of monofilament covering the wefts. It's not a true monofilament crown on this, but it does give the little bit of illusion of that indentation at the crown where the hair kind of grows out of that naturally. In true Ellen Wille fashion, this is an extremely light density style. In fact, it's so light density that a couple of things are happening. So it's so light density that there's absolutely zero body in these fibers. A lot of times with a highly texturized style like this with lots of layering, you can kind of move them around and create some volume. Not on this one. Each of these fibers is very feathery, light, and fine. There's a lot of feathery texture right up here on the top. So you're going to be limited in what you can do. Additionally, you don't want to be too dramatic with your parting because wefts will show. Because of this light texture and density, you're really able to get a sense of the wefting if you try to spike it up and bring it off of the face too much. But it has some really cute texture, and so what I would do is I would get some texture cream, like some John or No Fiber contour cream or something. Kind of rub that into your fingers to warm it up. Kind of get into that root and pull out some of the texture. That'll give it a little bit of hold. And I don't see any coverage issues at all, but just based on that fine density and texture on the top, you'll have to be a little more careful in how you style it. But Ellen Wille always gets it right. The shape of this style is gorgeous. It's got a slimmer profile right here at the ear and at the nape. Then it kind of bleeds up into a nice profile in the back at the crown and also here on the sides. Just expect very little permatease. You're not going to get a whole lot of lift on the top or anywhere on this style. So if you're an Ellen Wille fan with all these beautiful wispy textured pixie cuts, this is going to fit right in. An inside look at the cap for Ellen Wille Hot. You'll find at the front piece here, there's some felt right there at the front. And it's more of a brushed felt. It feels very, very soft against the skin. It's very comfortable. And then you have a closed felted ear tab. Now in the front on the top, you're going to find a lot of open wefting there with the clear material stretched over it. And then right there at the crown, you'll see a tiny patch of monofilament that covers up a little triangle space here at the crown. It's barely noticeable. It's certainly not noticeable by my eye right here. Therefore, it's going to be hard to see where it's any benefit to the outside look. An extended felted nape and Velcro adjusters. There's a lot of tighter wefting here on this style with super thin wefts. So you'll want to note that in this Ellen Wille Changes collection, the caps are built a little bit larger than your standard Ellen Wille. They're more average size right out of the box with a lot of stretch. So Ellen Wille Hot is right out of the box. I haven't used any styling product on it. All I did was kind of shake it out and then take my fingers and just gently loosen up the fibers here just to set them free. See what kind of texture we're dealing with. Pixie cuts are also a lot of fun to wear some fashionable glasses or reader glasses, and these fit perfectly between the ear and the ear tab. So thanks for joining me today for this review of the Ellen Wille Hot style in the color Fireball Lighted. Check it out at Wig Studio 1. See you next time.